Hey everybody, it's Tech Comics. I'm shooting a video today because I wanted to do my spotlight because I pretty much filled up a page of videos I've been watching. That's a page, so that's going to be most of my video there, but I'm glad to do this because these were YouTubers that put out videos I was able to watch, and I enjoyed every single one of them. And yeah, there was a lot. And there's still more I gotta watch, a lot more. I also want to thank everybody who has been basically supporting, well not basically, but have been supporting watching the videos of my son playing football. I'm just, you can hear by my voice, my wife's voice, we're just like screaming because we're just so proud of him. We're so happy that he's enjoying it and that he's sticking with it and he's doing really good, and his whole team does really well. You know, the coach is working with only 6 kids, so that's kind of a plus because these kids really get the one-on-one attention that they need, because some of the other teams you guys have seen in the videos, you know, they got enough people that can swap out. But so far, from 3 games, my son has scored 13 touchdowns, and he's just fantastic runner. I mean, that's why I'm wearing this jersey right here. Walter Payton, man, number 34, Mr. Sweetness himself. God rest your soul, brother. You know, he's what inspired me to want to play football. Seriously, I watched football when I was a kid, and you know, I watched a lot of teams like the Niners, Seahawks, Raiders, things like that. I never really knew what team I wanted to not idolize, but really support. And the first time I ever saw Walter Payton run, that did it right there for me. And I've been a fan of the Bears all my life since then. You know, and I can't speak enough about my team, but I know there's other teams out there, but you know, I just love the Bears, win or lose. But thanks again for everybody saying the kind words about my son and stuff like that. There'll probably only be maybe 3 more videos of that coming up for his next couple games, and then that'll be it. But I am a Bears fan. To my spotlight vids, just a quick drink this because it's going to be a long video. I'm going to have a few books I want to show that I picked up. I figure I better show them now before I just forget that I even got them, because I found a bunch of boxes today that I forgot I even had books that I'm going to take some and trade in at my comic book store and stuff like that to kind of dwindle down. But to the spotlight videos, to the YouTubers out there that I've enjoyed your guys' videos. First one, and this is no particular order, I just tried to write them down as soon as after I watched them so I wouldn't forget. And there might be a few videos on here I didn't put on, but that's not that I forgot. I just got to go back and, you know, check out my history of which ones I've watched, and then, you know, give you guys that spotlight, because I really enjoy everybody's videos. I really do. First one one of them I watched was Fred Hall Direct Edition. He had, this one I believe is titled X-Force Awakenings number 42. And this video here, if I remember correctly, because there was a lot I watched. And this one, I believe he kind of goes to a comic book store that I believe he either works at or he helps out, and he was showing some books that he was, you know, figuring out where he's going to put him as price wise and things like that. And he's also talking about the books, which is great. He also made a pretty cool, funny joke that I was laughing. I was like, damn, man, that's just, I mean, it had me laughing from there on for the rest of the video. I tried to keep my laughter down a little bit, but it was hard to get that out of my head, what he said. And he also showed the pickups that he did, and he got some sweet books. So if you haven't seen that video yet, please go check it out. Another person was Mr. Rigor Mortis 86. And this was Happy October, A Few New Things. And this video he was showing a few books that, of course, that he just got, and he was just trying to show some, like, you know, scary kind of covers to, you know, kind of get people in the mood for Halloween. It was a great video. I enjoyed it, you know, and it's not because he's a Hall of Justice brother to me. I just really enjoy Mr. Rigor Mortis 86 videos. I really do. Then I watched Drescher Comics, and it was, let me see here, I gotta read my writing here, sorry guys. It was the results of a small giveaway, and an AK, well, awesome act of kindness from Mr. Rigor Mortis. I like Drescher Comics videos. I think he really puts out great videos, and his hauls that he gets are really cool, especially some of the books he grabs. I'm a little jelly of it, and it was cool because it was an awesome act of kindness. I like to watch those videos too. Another one was RC3 Art. It was a bid tag that he did for Simplified Comic Guy. And most people that knew about this tag tuned in to Simplified Comic Guy's live casting, and he was showing off some books, and it was pretty cool. It was great to see Vince behind the camera again. I love Vince's channel. I think Vince is just an awesome guy, and he knows that, man. I think of him as a brother, big time. And RC3 Art was, he shot a video for it the very next time, and he did a live cast too. I believe I was the only one in there, but it was cool just chatting with him, you know, and hearing about his dad and stuff like that, you know, about the comic book store that his dad used to own and stuff. So if you haven't seen that, go ahead and check that out, and I believe the tag is open to everybody. I know Vince tagged everybody that was in his chat, which was cool. Another one I watched The Amazing Murphinator 1028. He did an awesome act of kindness from CBA, in which, oh man, sent him some sweet books. And it was cool to see how excited Murph got when he saw the books, and just, you know, it was cool. I like Murph's channel. You know, he's also part of the Hall of Justice with me and a couple other guys, and my brother AG. And I love talking to Murph on the side and just hearing him. He cracks me up all the time, man. And then I watched Simplified Comic Guy's top 20-ish plus new tag, because that was the video I was talking about where RC3 Art shot a video for it. And so if you haven't seen that, check it out. Like I said, it was great to see Simplify behind the camera again. I know he's been real busy, and I believe he just had some shoulder surgery. So he was talking about, you know, being on pain meds and stuff, but I just hope he gets better. Another one I watched was Wolf and Fox 77. It was the one on his giant size X-Men, #1 True Believers. And I told him I read that story. My big graphic novel has like that and a bunch of other ones. And I said it was pretty interesting, and the part I liked in that giant size X-Men was the whole part with Colossus. Now I know I love Wolverine, but I think the Colossus story in that one was a little bit better for me, on you know, the team getting together and why they were getting together in the story for people out there. Another one I watched was Comic Brains, his contest 250 sub. He finally was able to, you know, do his contest and pick the winners, and it was cool. He had his wife helping him out, and they looked like they were having fun, you know, and he was showing off the stuff that he was giving away, and oh man, I would have loved to have an original print of his book that he's doing. That's something me and him could work out. Me and you could work out, Comic Brains. I know you watch my videos sometimes. You know, it was great to see that he's doing a little bit better. He says he's still having a hard time walking, so, you know, hey man, quick recovery for you, bro. I hope, you know. And thank you for putting on that contest. That was a great contest. And to the winners, congratulations. You definitely got a piece of history there with his original art, which is just fantastic. He's a phenomenal artist, and I still got to make a swap with him, so I hope that happens. I hope I can get off my butt and start drawing again. And then I watched let me see here, it was Spectacular Spider Grandpa. He shot a video for a awesome act of kindness from Huey's Comics, which was pretty cool. I knew some of the books that he was going to be sending him, because I met up with Huey at the con, but there was a couple that he threw in there that I was like, wow, man, that's pretty cool, you know. And it was a great video from Spectacular Spider Grandpa. It really, you know, you could see just how, like, he was blown back by the books that he got. I mean, honestly. And then I watched Rad Titan, I believe that's how you pronounce it. It was Wolverine X-Men slideshow collection, and that was a great video too, because I love Wolverine, I love the X-Men, so it was great. Then I watched Brian Spaceboy 227. He was doing books on his Swamp Thing covers, and it was great because he showed some that I do have and some that I don't have, and it was cool to see, like, how he enjoyed the stories and which writers he liked and stuff like that. And like I said, a few of the books that I had, and there was some that went with the run that I'm trying to collect, that I was finally able to see what the covers look like, and it was great. So thank you for doing that. And then I watched another Amazing Murphinator 1028 video, and it was it's titled #CBCS Box What's in the Box. So if you want to see what slabs he got back and the grades, please go check out that video. It was cool. I enjoyed it. I really did, because I like watching slab videos. Because whenever I send in a book, if I do get it graded, I'm always trying to figure out in my head, okay, am I even going to come close to what the actual grade could be? I don't know. So it's cool to see like some people's reactions when they go, oh, okay, well, hey, it was better than I thought, or it was a little bit lower kind of thing, you know what I mean? But it was a great video. Go check that out. Then I watched Seeking Near Comics, his haul titled 46. It was a great haul, a nice bunch of books that he showed. I'm jealous of his. Well, I'm not jealous, but I'm just like, wow, man, this guy's got a great collection, and he's going for the books that he really likes, And I know all of us sometimes we go off track and grab different books. But hey, if we're having fun doing it, we can afford doing it. I say there's no big deal. Shouldn't be any worries. So go check out that if you haven't seen it. Then I watched Spider Grandpa, another video that he put out, and it was an awesome act of kindness from Seeking Near Comics. And Seeking Near hooked him up, and you can see also how excited Spectacular Spider Grandpa was to receive those books, because he really does, and a lot of people out there do. I noticed that when they receive an act of kindness, I mean, it really, makes them feel like, wow, they really thought of me when they did this, or look, they just, what I'm trying to say is the expressions on their faces and how they respond to when they see it for the first time is, that's what this community is about. Is when you can help out another fellow YouTuber or surprise another YouTuber with something that they don't have. It's just cool. It just shows like, hey, if the rest of the world's going, down, at least in this community, you can watch some cool uplifting videos from people. And then I watched The Legend, his winnings from Gomez, comic collector. And that was cool. Gomez, great contest, and you hooked him up with some sweet books. And there's another guy, The Legend, I mean, God, dude, you could tell he's like a kid in a candy store when he's getting these books. It just lights up his day. So that was cool to see his expressions on his face and just how much he enjoyed the fact that, that this contest was put on, and that he was just one of the lucky ones that got chosen, that got pulled to win, and he's going to cherish those books. I know he will. And then another one I watched was Comic Crypt of Castle Hills, and it was his haul of Lady Death books. And if you like Lady Death, which I do, go check out that video. He shows some sweet covers. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to ruin too much, because that video was choice, brother, choice. Then I watched Uncanny Kawaka's top 10 Star Wars covers, and yeah, Kawaka, he's got some great books, and I like what he's doing with his videos now. And the Star Wars books that he showed, I don't have half of what he showed, but I have just a few, so I got a little bit of a start. But I believe he left that tag open too, so go check it out. And some of these videos might have been done live, but they'll repost it, and boom, you can watch it. So you might hear him saying my name a couple times in there as I was chatting with him. Then I watched Davis Comic Finds Hall of Justice number 20. And yeah, I do watch my brother's videos, my bros videos, because I always am excited to see what they just picked up, because sometimes they'll show me in advance, other times they won't, but Davis, he's got a great collection. The guy's just got a fantastic collection on Spider-Man books. I mean, just, oh, not worthy, we're not worthy, kind of thing, you know what I mean? Then I watched Mr. Rigor Mortis, What's in the Short Box Challenge. I believe he also left this tag open for anybody who wants to do it, and let me tell you, he's going through that short box really fast. I got to say, he was kind of worried that he'd take too long. No, he did a great job, and he took the time to show the covers, and he described the titles of the books and the year that came out. So great job, Mr. Rigor Mortis. Then I watched another Davis Comic Finds Awesome Act of Kindness from two amazing YouTubers. I won't say who those YouTubers were. Go watch that video. I think you'll enjoy what he got. How Davis has that poker face. I always joke with him about that, but no, he was blown away by what he received from these two YouTubers. And let me tell you, that they really packaged it well, and they know Davis. Okay, they know Davis. Then I watched my brother from another mother, Kyle Rowe. I watched his One Man's Trash video, and it was number 76. He's getting up there, people. So if you haven't seen, if you're just getting caught up, let's say, with his videos, this one isn't a bad one. This one's really good. All his One Trash videos are great, because you never know what he's going to do in them, which is just fantastic. And he's Calro, man, the one and only, you know what I'm saying? So go check out this video, it's really good. He shows, of course, albums, which I love to see. He shows some books and, you know, his little antics he does on the side, which is just great. I loved his video. Then another video I watched was, this was the last one I watched, was Captain Dadpool. He did comic/toy haul of, the title is of 10/7/2017. It was a great video that you did, Captain Dadpool. Sorry I haven't watched some of yours in a while, but I saw you popped up one. I was like, okay, cool. You know, because sometimes I try to go back and watch older videos, and other times I just watch what just recently came up. But Captain Dadpool is a great guy. I remember meeting him, and well, not meeting him personally, but meeting him through YouTube and talking to him on the side a little bit. And you know, we both, you know, he got me excited about this one thing I sent him, so I had to get myself one too, because I'm like, oh, that's cool. That is just too cool. And you know, he's a great YouTuber. He shows great books, and he's got a good sense of humor too. So go check out that video. Okay, so that was my. Sorry, I gotta take a drink. That was my spotlight video shout outs that I wanted to give to those YouTubers. Okay, now to my haul. It's very quick and very short because this video is going long. I might have shown these, I'm not sure. Like I said, I've just been real busy. But I did pick up this book for $1. It's Robin #1. Came out November 1993. It's a cool cover. It's kind of a foil one a little bit, and it's embossed off the front page, so he's popping off the page. You can kind of feel like his arm. It's not flat, it's a page. That was a great book I found. I grabbed this one, issue #1. It's a 6-part mini series, Superpowers #1. It's really cool. And I probably showed this one a long time ago, but I figured, you know what, show it again. This is #4. I believe of the same series. Oh no, this is 5. So no, this is a different one. There you go. And then I wasn't sure if I showed this one either. I cannot pronounce that title. It's probably really simple for most people, but I'm just looking at that. I'm like, wow. I was more interested in the cover art, and I thought this was an artist that Frost used to tell me about. I sent the picture of this to Frost just to make sure, and Frost says, no, it's not him, but he says, it looks very interesting. And that's the reason why I grabbed it, and I only paid 49 cents for it. So, and the artwork in the inside looks really cool. I enjoyed it. To my last books. Now, I got 5 copies of this, and I did pay the price, but originally I was going to pass these up. I found one day, picked it up. I was like, I couldn't pass it up. My brother AG was very proud of me, and then I found 4 more copies. So I was like, dude, I'm not going to lose these. And these are all in great condition. Now this is the 2nd volume of Silver Surfer, and it's #1, so it's not the 1st volume, of course, because that #1 is pretty pricey. But I'm glad to have these. Now, you know, I can choose whatever one I want to read. But I couldn't pass up the price. Those were too cool to pass up. But the last thing I want to show you guys before I end this video, and it's part of the reason why I'm wearing this jersey too, because, you know, I always was looking for, you know, the Juggernaut pop, and I couldn't find one. Well, I could find one, but I didn't want to pay the price that they were asking. Some people are just asking way too much crazy money for it. But the comic book store that I you know, visit now, Radar Toys, I go in there, try to go in there every Tuesday, and I went in there, and, you know, I told the guys how hard it was to find the Juggernaut and all that stuff, and they said, well, we'll see what we can do for you, you know. And they were still looking, but then he says, hey, check this out, and he showed me some pops, and I was like, wow, you know, that's pretty cool. And I said, man, if they came out with Walter Payton, I said, dude, I want it, you know. And he says, well, look, you know, and he showed me the box. And the box he was showing me at the time, I believe it was a Terry Bradshaw, right? Yeah, Terry Bradshaw. He's number 85 in this list. And he says, well, look, they have Walter Payton. I said, dude, if you get Walter Payton, then please put 2 aside for me, 3. I don't care. I want this pop. He says, not a problem. So, sure enough, calls me up and says, hey, buddy, your pop came in. Whenever you want to come and pick it up. And I was like, yes. Now, I have a lot of pops, not as much as Spectacular Spider Grandpa and a couple other YouTubers out there. But the pops that I own, I cherish, right? And I think one of my favorite ones, and it's also up there in value, is the Chase pop of Green Goblin. Now, that's always been my favorite, besides, you know, a few of my other ones. But this one now, this one is my favorite all time. I will cherish this one. If I had to sell all my Pops, I would, but this would be the one I'd keep out of all my Pops. This Walter Payton, and the box is nice. I mean, I'm not too worried about the box as much as I was the figure inside, but it's sweet. He's holding the football. He's got that stiff arm kind of coming out. You know, what I like is he's wearing the bandana that says Bears, kind of like what he wore in his famous rookie card that says rookie across the top of it, which is cool. But this is my favorite Pop all time, Walter Payton. Big Bears fan. Now, they have a Mike Ditka, too, and I asked him, I said, hey, if you get that Mike Ditka, I want that, because what Bear collection wouldn't be complete without a Mike Ditka? And they have, I'll just kind of see if you guys can hopefully see some of the names. Those are some of the other players they're coming out with. And what's cool about these Sport Pops is, you know, they don't mass produce a whole lot of them. So if there is a player you want to grab them when you see them, because you know, they won't mass produce these like they would, like, let's say a Spider-Man or a Batman or Star Wars, you know. So for me, this was a big find. I love Walter Payton. He's the reason why I watched the Bears growing up. I got to see them win their first, you know, their championship in 1985. So, you know, reason why I love football right here is this man, you know. And yeah, so that being said, this is Tech Comics saying thank you for watching my videos. I hope everybody enjoyed the beginning part of this video, because I'm enjoying talking about these videos and my little small haul. And just everybody have a great time, and go Bears. I need my Bears to win. The record's looking kind of shabby this season, but you know, it's expected. You know, so hey, rock on.